on the hand could be quite continental. A snow-free night's a girl's best friend. Mwah. I'm going to cash my gyro, right, and then I'm going to buy loads of sexy stock.
Can I see it?
Well, if you play your cards right, I might just model it for you.
I can hardly contain myself.
Hey, wait till you see me in underwear, it won't contain me.
Get off!
All right, Mr. P.
Hello, son. Hi. Some people haven't even had breakfast yet.
She's already chucked him out once for snoring. So he sawed a couple of tennis balls into his Jim Jams, and Bob's your uncle.
Finally, a good reason for an Englishman to get himself involved in tennis, eh?
Oh, Mr. Pollard.
Yep. Oh, cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's foreign. It must be for D.
Don't be so ridiculous. It's for me. It's got gent written on it, so that's me.
Whatever you'll say.
Begging letters from the Philippines? No way.
Now, what are you doing? Planning your invasion of Lancashire?
The architects worked out a brilliant way of converting Athwaite's farmhouse into 3 dinky little apartments.
That's very impressive. Perhaps we should consider doing the same with some of our other less profitable tenant farms.
Want to evict the families in the middle of March? Seems rather harsh. I know. Let's wait till next Christmas.
Oh, the Anderson Engineering Corporation coming all the way from sunny LA to look at their British outlets. They also want to try a management training course while they're here.
And they say Americans have no sense of humour.
Well, you'll be laughing on the other side of your face if one of these executives decides to buy a pretty little flat in the Yorkshire Dale.
Why aren't you in the office?
Chris, I'm feeling really sick again.
I never had morning sickness.
No, you just made everyone else want to puke.
Perhaps you should go and lie down for a while.
Well, I'm really bored. Well, can Lynn come over and keep me company?
Why not?
I can think of a million reasons.
Come on, I'll do those.
Oh, you don't normally.
I know, but I'm going to make more of an effort from now on.
Oh, yeah. And let me guess what you want from me in return. You don't think I had the right to go and see my own grandson yesterday, do you?
I just don't want any more trouble, that's all.
Oh, and you clearing a few dishes is supposed to make me see the error of my ways, is it?
I am on your side, you know. Oh, yes, Sarah.
Oh, yeah, the door was open. Brought you some freshly baked bread.
Oh, thanks, Sarah. Saved me taking to the shop.
Yeah, but there's other things you want, isn't there?
Well, not really, no. I've got to go and do some shopping later. Why don't you come with me, just for the company?
What's this? Conspiracy to get me out of the house?
Give over.
Come on, Jan. It's just the village. I'll pick you up about 4.
Go on, it'll do you good.
There's been a call from Banktop Farm.
I take it we're not allowed to refer to last night.
Mrs. Evans said it's nothing urgent, but if you could pop up later.
So you are avoiding me?
Just trying to do my job.
Whatever you say.
Look, Zoe, you're not the one who made a complete fool of herself.
Neither are you.
Can we drop it, please? I'm embarrassed enough as it is.
How's business?
Sluggish.
Then let me try another mile a night. Come on, Eric.
Eric, these are all final demands.
Darling, in England, we don't pay a bill till the final demand. I sometimes wait till a chap comes to cut me off, then I pay him there and then, on the doorstep. Save some postage.
Please get these paid today.
Well?
Go and stock the bar, Marlon.
Not my job.
It is now.
Hey, I think you got a problem in the trouser department.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Your wife keeps wearing them.
Something about this. There was a young woman called Kath, steeped herself in a great big bath. She said to her daughter, I'm taking in water, and went out and flooded the bath.
Her name's Kathy.
Oh, please yourself. I don't know why you're writing poems to her anyway.
'Cause I like her. It's to say thank you for learning me to read and that.
See, I'm that I'm worried about.
Just think she's lovely.
No one's disputing that, Sam. She's lovely to everyone because that is her nature. In fact, I've helped her walk down the street I'd bring me a cup of tea.
She wouldn't.
She would.
She wouldn't, because he's dead. Even I know that.
Oh, Sam.
Poetry now, is it?
Well, you write poetry, don't you?
So?
So if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for our Sam.
Yeah,
Yeah, what?
like what she said.
I don't know what your problem is, Zach, but that lad is heading for a fall and all you can do is take the mickey.
You're the one encouraging him.
To read, not to get his little heart broken. Don't say I didn't warn you.
No, it's nice to get a couple of hours off school. I'm glad to help.
As soon as things pick up a bit, I'd like to use you more, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Rachel, can I ask you a personal question?
How personal.
About relationships.
You must be desperate.
Well, when a woman says she wants to talk about the relationship, what does she mean?
You're joking.
Becky and I have been together for 20 years. What is there to talk about? I just don't get it, Rachel.
Well, when she says she wants to talk, maybe she wants to reconfirm how you feel for each other, instead of taking each other for granted.
Becky knows how I feel about her.
And how often do you tell her that you love her? Once a week, once a month, Christmases and birthdays?
Have you been listening in? Sometimes I think men and women are from different planets.
Yeah, well, women are from Earth and men are from the planet Weird. Talking of aliens.
I booked a load of rich Yanks in for some management training.
How come?
You tried the inner city scallies, but you didn't make any money.
He can be a real arrogant git at times.
But at least I know where he's coming from.
3 p.m. Uh-huh. See you then.
The answer to your question is yes. I do think you're attractive.
In a life that's crumbling all around me, that's some small consolation.
Oh, Becky. What's going on?
When you're married, and you strive for all the material things in life to make you feel secure, and you're struggling to bring up your kids, and you're so busy with the minutiae that you lose sight of love, passion, all the things that excited you in the first place.
A lot of people give their eye teeth to have a solid marriage like yours.
Oh, well, it's solid, all right, but it doesn't make it happy. We struck a bargain that worked. Me keeping everything running smoothly, Tony bringing home the cash. Very simple deal, really.
So what's changed?
I've changed. I wish I hadn't, but I won't pretend anymore.
Can't you just get a divorce like everybody else? Isn't it a bit much using me as an excuse to get out?
It's not my fault you're so lovely.
Stop it.
Look, I'm aware I'm probably risking everything, but I've thought about this a lot. Tony's a big, strong man, but I feel safer with you than I do with him. Right now, that's exactly what I want.
Sorry. I thought you might be free for lunch, Becky.
She is. I mean, you get yourself off, Becky.
Well, I could work through if you want.
Come on, girls, make your minds up.
Got a proposition for you.
Am I going to hate this?
No, we're having a reception for some very important American clients.
Well, if you think I'm going to serve the drinks, you can get stuffed.
And if that's how you're going to talk to them, then you won't be hosting it with me.
Are you having a laugh?
Shall I come back in and we'll start again?
Well, what'll I do? What'll I say? Never mind that, what'll I wear?
As little as possible. That saying and doing part.
Well, what's the matter? You're ashamed of me.
I can't do right for doing wrong, can I? Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Being a good hostess is something that you learn, Kelly. As for what to wear, you've got loads of stuff.
Yeah, but everything feels so tight.
Put it on the account, then.
Yeah, but all their stuff's really boring. Can I not just have some cash, please?
She can't just stop your food nights.
Well, Eric reckons there is decisions, but she puts him up to it.
Do you think she's jealous of you?
Who knows how a woman's mind works? Oh, I shouldn't have said that, should I?
She makes out like she's dead sweet, but she's a right cow. She's got Will running around like a little lapdog. You don't even know her.
No, but I know you.
Ah, great reinforcements.
Oh, you can have this table if you like.
I want note from you.
I'm going to give him a right mouthful after what he said to Arlene yesterday.
Are you not bored with scrapping? I think if we act normal when we visit, he's got to come round in the end.
As long as he don't come round to our house.
Ma'am!
So he's written some poetry, Zach. I can't see what the problem is.
Yeah, well, neither could I till Lisa bashed me over the head with it.
I know you're not happy with him learning to read and write, but I think we're going to have to agree to differ on this one.
To my Kathy. It's where all this is leading that's bothering me. He might not have much of a brain, but he's got a lot of heart, and I'd like it to stay in one piece if you catch me, Dre.
Yeah, that hadn't occurred to me.
Well, fair enough. But I'm sure I can rely on you to do the right thing now. You being so nice and that.
$250, $260, $270. Oh, can I hold it? I've never even held this much cash. Yeah, have a look at this. How much is that? Shh, it's my secret stash. About £1,000. So he just keeps doling it out? You must be joking. One thing I've learned about the rich is they get everything on tick.
So you're nicking it then?
No. I tell him there's nothing sexier than seeing him write a cheque. Then I keep the receipts and take the stuff back for cash. You can't do that with credit card or account stuff. I've even pawned a couple of designer dresses.
You're just doing it for kicks, aren't you? It's not as if you have to. I mean, it gives you everything you need, doesn't it?
There is one thing I want that he's not going to pay for willingly.
I don't even know why we bother. He's never pleased to see any of us.
Got to keep trying, haven't we?
He's the one who's trying. I'm only doing this for the girls.
You haven't seen him, have you?
Have we seen him?
He kept on saying he was going home. I'm afraid I thought he was just wandering.
Well, obviously he was wandering. Right out the front door, you silly old duffer.
Kirsty!
I know you're in there, Grandad. If you come out now, they won't make any trouble for you.
This is my home. That other place is where you wait to die.
Suddenly he's a philosopher.
Oh, I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You'd be right and all. I had to make my own home after you chucked me out of this one.
I don't think this is the time, Mother.
It's always the time for a scrap with him. You love a good scrap, don't you, Dad?
Hey!
Oh, stop winding him up.
I know what I'm doing. If I get him going enough, he'll come out and chase me with his gun. He's done it before.
I heard that, you brass-faced madam. I'm going nowhere. I wait for t'others to make first move, and when they do, I'll be ready for 'em.
Well done, Heather.
He's bluffing.
One thing I am not, and that's a liar.
How about this? You can't just steal stuff out of Kim's wardrobe. I'm only borrowing. Try something on if you like.
Yeah, and I'll be the one with the coppers on my doorstep. Remember? That's what Chris threatened after you stole that money from the chalet.
Here, have this. Call it compensation.
No, thanks. Anyway, last time you borrowed one of Kim's dresses, didn't you end up going home in a tablecloth?
It was worth it. Chris's eyes are on stalks. Now, what do you think of this one? Do you think it's suitable to host a reception in?
Yeah. Will there be loads of gorgeous blokes there?
I hope so. I'm never nervous when I'm flirting.
You're dicing with danger, Miss Windsor.
Well, make the most of it while you can. That's what I say.
Sam, have you been writing letters for the kids at school?
Yeah, I were helping him with a homework thingy.
I don't think so, because the kids are calling me Sam the Forger.
Isn't that where you heat metal up?
No, it's where you copy the mum's signature because they've been skiving off school.
The mum's that?
You could get into a lot of trouble, Sam.
Well, some of the kids just came in here and asked if I'd...
In here?
It was writing. I thought you'd be pleased.
Sam, I am not pleased. You could also be getting me into trouble as well. Will you just go home? Go on, go home now. Oh, Rachel, you don't know the half of it. I've just had Zach in earlier. You know, I wish I'd never started teaching him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go get some flour.
Right.
Thought you preferred the supermarket.
Just this. And, I'll have some sweets for the kids.
Oh, and here's me thinking it's all raisins and chopped carrots at your house. Oh, hello, Jan. Why were you lurking over there?
Viv.
I wasn't lurking. I was just getting some gravy salt. This is a shop, isn't it?
Apparently. But then maybe you're confused. Sometimes it does feel more like a drop-in centre for waifs and strafes.
I'm sure you'll be rewarded in heaven for your services to the community.
Oh, don't tell me you found God now.
I was making a joke, Viv.
A good sense of humour often comes in handy. You should try it sometime.
Oh, don't get funny with me.
I know what you think of me.
You don't.
Yes, I do. Not long ago, I'd have been the same myself, but now I know it could happen to anybody.
Not me.
Goodbye, Viv.
Family reunion, is it?
What's it to you?
That's right, you. Turn up with your heavies.
This is Nick McLaughlin. He happens to be in charge of the conversion.
Looks like a thug to me.
Watch your mouth.
Kim, this isn't actually as bad as it looks. Mr. Outhwaite is just paying a last visit to the house.
Where is he?
I'm here. And any conversions round here will happen over my dead body or yours.
Phone the police, Nick.
No, you can't do that.
That's just what he wants. He loves a drama. You'll be playing right into his hands. I say starve him out.
Can I suggest something? That we leave it just for tonight, and I'll talk him round.
You better. Because we're going to be ripping this place apart very soon. And I don't care if he's still in it.
See? She knows she's in the wrong. It's right against might.
Anyway, why are you so happy? Chris Tate finally bought your own private jet.
Well, I've had it count up, and I rang a couple of clinics for prices, and I think I've got enough money to go to a decent place with a bit left over for myself.
Well, I know she'll be happy for you, but...
Remember when we went to that clinic weeks ago? Sometimes I wished I'd had the abortion then.
I thought you loved all that home farm stuff.
Well, who wouldn't?
Me? I'd love the money, like, but just not what goes with it.
Well, you're dead lucky, though. You've got Paddy and he worships you. I've never had that.
Have you seen the way Chris Tate looks at you?
Don't make it worse, Mandy.
Well, like...
Have you finished, ladies?
Oh, thank you, Alan. This is going to make me sound like an hypocrite, right? But I actually do feel sorry for him. I mean, there's him thinking he's won the jackpot, and he's left with no.
Well, it was never Chris's to lose. It was mine and Biff's, and he doesn't give a toss.
Why didn't you tell me you were upset earlier, love?
Because I didn't want to worry you. I thought it would go away.
What did Viv have to say?
Oh, only what you'd expect. Crafty comments and digs at me.
You didn't cry in the shop, did you?
No, I were brilliant. Sarah said so as well. No, I stood my ground and I didn't panic or scoot out or anything.
So why are you so upset now, then?
Because it's just so hard, man. Holding myself together all the time and people staring at me and expecting me to fall apart again.
But you didn't, though, did you, love? You beat them at their own game. And it can't get any worse than Viv Windsor. Like I say, the worst's over now. So what I hear, my big tough lass or a wimp?
Their job is to look after the agency's 200 models, all needing personal care and attention.
You're late. You got them flowers out at bin because I put them there myself this morning.
Is there anything for tea, Mandy, my little sex kitten?
There's something crispy in the oven that used to have moisture in it.
You're a little bit miffed at me, aren't you?
Well, honestly, Pad, I was worried about you.
I'm sorry. Althwaite flipping barricaded himself in, didn't he?
Well, why don't you just retrain as a social worker? Because there's always something, isn't there?
I don't suppose there's any chance of that snog, is there?
Snog off.
Oh, right then. I might as well get into my little anti-snoring device.
Well, we could crack open this bottle of bubbly and then I might snog your face off. I said might.
If that's your Sam, I'm gonna kill him.
I went to take the sandwiches, but he didn't come to the door, and I was shouting up to him, but he's not answering. Can you go and see him?
Leave the bottle and go.
Not all will make it.
Really good. I'd be really pleased.
You don't have it, laddo, doing business with Chris Tate.
Oh, Tony Cairns. He's been in the forces. He's used to unsavoury characters.
Well, given a tour of Northern Ireland or a partnership with Chris Tate, I know we chat tech.
We'll be having a reception for them at home farm.
What time do you want me there?
Oh, I don't. I want you organising every inch of that assault course. Kelly and I will deal with the sherry and canopy side of it.
Kelly?
Oh. She'll have to get used to mixing in polite society. Americans seem as gradual a start as any.
You really are an operator, aren't you?
You can learn, Tony.
I wasn't expecting to see you in here tonight.
Perhaps I heard you were coming with Chris.
Poor Tony looks like he's getting his ear well and truly bent by my brother. Should we save him?
He'll cope. What do you think about Chris and Kelly?
I think Chris really wants to be a dad again.
An incredibly unlikely couple.
Not at all. Their backgrounds might be different, but they're actually quite similar. They both go for what they want. No holds barred.
You almost sound envious.
Didn't you say we shouldn't be late back or something?
Did I?
That Charlie was going to call?
Your husband's making a retreat, Becky.
Well, somebody knows what I'm talking about.
See you tomorrow.
Are you in there, Jed? Oi! Are you in there?
Of course I'm here, you daft apers. Where do you think I am? Pictures?
Kirsty said you weren't answering.
Well, I didn't, but she's a nice kid, but she does rabbit on a bit, so I just ignored her.
That poor kid was in tears when I took her home. I didn't bring her because, well, thought you might be dead or something.
Well, why don't you give her a ring on that clever little phone of yours? Put her out of her misery. Do something useful for once.
Do you know what you are? You are a selfish, nasty-minded, bigoted old get. People have bent over backwards to help you. Not even done the proper barricade, you conniving, stupid, useless fool. I have spent time and money on you, well, wasted it. Do you know what you deserve? Do you know what you
Oh, I was coming to crack you one and I tripped over my blasted gun and I've stubbed my toe. I take it you're stopping then.